Welcome back for another episode of the RADelaide Summit podcast. This week's episode we cover everyone's Christmas adventures and 2023, the year that was, TDU 2024 and a little more competition teasing, New Year's Eve, just the tip and tricks, what the fuck, and more. Come along for the ride.
Now, if you're new to the podcast and haven't listened before, each week we scour the Strava leaderboards, watching you do your efforts up Northern Summit and discuss them here on the podcast, whether you like it or not. Now, there's a chance we might shame you, but we promise not to name you personally, and the odds are high we'll probably shame ourselves because we are not as fast as you. Look, at the end of the day, our goal is to encourage and celebrate everyone going up Adelaide's best hill climb, Northern Summit, and reaching their own goals. So with that, let's introduce ourselves. We are your summiters. Alex.
Hello.
Frankie.
Hello.
Kashi.
Hey, hey.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao.
And I am the Wang. Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners, to another RADelaide Summit podcast.
Yes, as always, we need to know what's been happening on or around the summit this week, starting with Dad Cash.
Guys, before we continue, I should just say that technically we're in a four-way right now.
It's not a vision. No.
Always someone that's got to go across the line, isn't there?
Kashi coming in live from
Vegas.
Vegas.
That's why it might sound a bit funny.
I have not been on or around the summit for a number of weeks.
Did you get a pet budgie while you were away?
Is it that loud?
It's that loud, yeah.
Please hold. He called important to us.
Don't hurt it.
Is it a chicken?
Can you speak chicken?
Yeah, I can. Wait, I've already shown you the chicken.
Do you understand, Frankie? What are they telling us?
They're telling us that they are
Want to be free.
relation to the T-Rexes.
Shouldn't have
What's been
asked.
happening, Kashi?
Yeah, please.
Oh shit! I've been up here for a while now.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I sold your house.
Working and working in lots of swimming.
Excellent.
Lots of swimming in pools with the young queen. Lots of climbs, a couple of rides. It's just been raining at the most awkward spots. But what else did we do? Christmas. Did Christmas Eve with my dad's side, did Christmas Day with my mum's side. A couple of day trips here and there, but it's been pretty good. It's been fucking hot.
Have you been affected by any of the storms up there?
No, we've been good. We've been good. So
Are you currently on holidays now or working?
I am currently on holidays. But I did have to work on Christmas Day.
Oh,
what?
Yes, and I had to work Christmas Eve for a portion as well. So
What?
company man.
Yeah, mate. That's all right. It's fine.
Going
okay.
places.
I mean, we can't really not pay 180,000 employees, right?
No, you should probably get that right.
Especially at Christmas time.
So it's good. I had what else? Had our Christmas party. That was a bit of a treat. It was good overall. It's been really, really hot, but one thing I have noticed about climbing up here is it's because it's so hot and sweaty, you really got to take a piece of humble pie, and you think that you can get all these really, really high grade climbs, and it's not happening at all.
What is the cycling like in Brisbane? Because I mean, when I've gone a couple of times, I feel like it's just, is it Mount Hotham?
No.
What is it called? Not Mount Hotham. What's the one climb?
I think Frankie's talking about bouldering, but we can talk about cycling.
Yeah. What's it called?
But, I mean, Mount Cootha.
That's the one.
Yeah, kind of the same.
Jeez.
Isn't that where the ice arena is?
Yeah.
I feel like that's it. That's all I've got.
But Mount Cootha's good. It's funny, right? Because it's almost the same time it takes me to get to Mount Cootha as it takes me to get to Norton Summit from home.
Oh, so nice. It's that close.
Yeah, 12, 15 minutes, and then Cootha's probably the back side's an 8 or 10 minute climb. The front side's a little bit less. So not much has changed, to be honest. I can still do the Norton equivalent up here in the same amount of time. So it's pretty good. So yeah, life's pretty good. Head back for coming home for a couple of days and then back over. Going to your best place in the world, Alex. We're going to New Zealand.
Going to see Sean. Sean the sheep.
Sean the sheep, yeah.
So yeah, go.
What bike are you riding over in Brisbane Vegas?
The Cannondale Super 6 rim brake. And honestly, I have missed it. I really have. I was like, this. Apart from like riding in the rain, I really don't think that disc brakes. I don't really need them. Really
controversial.
Wow.
Really? Why is that?
You just don't need them. You just, as long as you're not being a douche down around, like. I will.
So basically, what you're saying is that Wang needs them.
I'm not a douche.
No. Look, actually, Wang rarely. Oh no, because he's on his TT bike. But no, Wang races on his rim brake.
I go slow down the hills though.
There was a time in life where Wang had no brakes on the TT bike anyway.
There was.
Yeah.
Still don't have a front one all that good. Oh yeah, all gears if he undoes the junction cable.
But yeah, I've got 2 kits up here as well. I've got like a little Tucker kit and the Keystone kit. So it's been getting sprayed a fair bit on the climbs, and went to the Nunda Crick track the other day and just did some laps. Saw an Aussie kit flick by. I think it was Liam Walsh. Maybe?
Yeah, Walsh is back up there. Yep.
Yeah, Walsh is back up there. And I saw Kirby as well. So
yep.
I don't think there'd be many people apart from Moriarty that's up here. So.
Yeah, Moriarty and Ali went up back there for Christmas, I think.
Yeah, they're on the other side of town, though. They're not on the north side, so sort of just stick to the north side, you know. You don't want to relate with those south siders.
North side, eh? Yeah, we're a bit the same. We don't like going down south here either.
He's a good kid. But that's about it. I really want to bring my bike home because I actually really love riding it. So, yeah.
In the suitcase she goes.
Yeah, apart from that, my old man's got like a Concept 2 indoor rower, so I've been.
I did see you were doing some rowing.
Yeah. So I forgot how hard it is. So just trying to get in some Ks, some sort of fitness at all. So currently Training Peaks are saying I'm 45 TSB. So.
You don't want to know mine.
What's TSB?
Training stress score.
What's the difference between training suffer score and training what?
Is it TSB or TSS?
TSB.
So what's the difference between TSS and
it's your
TSB?
form, and then you've got your CTL as your fitness, and then your ATL is your fatigue.
Jesus Christ.
Mine's just got 2 dashes.
Mine's very high.
Nothing.
So what are you doing for New Year's, Kashi? Anything?
No, probably just going to be in bed by 9 o'clock, to be fair.
The amount of people that have said that.
I'm just glancing across the table at the Wang's blue number of 188.
188 CTL, and my TSB is it's only -8 for my form, which is not bad considering that.
Holy shit!
But my ATL is 203.
Holy!
For those who are number illiterate like me, what does that actually mean?
It means I'm flying.
Spreadsheets.
What?
You live on spreadsheets.
No, but I don't know what 188 TSS actually means.
It means I'm fit as fuck.
So what's the baseline? What's
Big jam, basically.
Me and Kashi at 45.
Oh, fuck. Is that normal?
Normal for a normal person.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you're fucked. Okay, nice.
But the only thing I will say is I don't, because I like bouldered or climbed. I did some bit of top roping as well with the harness. But I did for about 4 days in a row. But like even if you put it in Training Peaks, I don't think it does it much justice.
Accurate. Yeah.
No, so I don't know how fit. But I did actually PR part of Cootha, so I must be going somewhat okay.
Nice.
So,
excellent.
Yeah.
Nice one, mate.
I'm not going to be creeping like a bag of dicks that bad when I come back to Adelaide.
Well, you're not coming back. You're not back till February.
Well, yeah, that means you're not going to be on the podcast until then, because I know that we're not going to be doing an episode next week because the boys are ballaratting.
It's RDO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's sad.
Big sad.
Very sad.
Thank you for dialing in.
Hey, I'm happy to be part. Love it, actually. It's great.
Thanks, Kashi. What's been happening, Frankie?
Well, I don't even really know where to start because I've got a few things, got a few stories. So the first one I'll talk about is that a couple of days ago I decided to do some fasting. So I fasted for 36 hours. So that means I woke up didn't eat anything until the next morning. I don't know. I was just doing some research about like the benefits of fasting.
That don't work for cycling.
Well, no, I purposely didn't do any exercise.
Because you couldn't.
Because I couldn't.
Because you're just a sloth.
No, I don't know. I was just reading up about like the benefits of like inflammation, and also like your body can get into like a bit of a slump if it keeps expecting to be fed at the same time every day. So I was just, I don't know, I decided to try it, and it was okay. But yeah, I didn't have any energy.
So you fasted for one day.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And since then?
And since then, I have been
just
a vegetable.
eating.
No, I haven't eaten too much. But so that was 2 days ago, and today I decided to go for a 100-kilometre bike ride with Yeats McDaddy. And I actually got PBs. I got 62 segment PBs out of like 100 and something.
I did see it on Strava. What loop did you do?
So we went from my place down like near West Lakes, went
Yeats
up Port
McDaddy
Road.
was at your place?
What?
Yeats McDaddy was at your place?
No. And I met him at his place in Toorak Gardens.
You were at Yeats McDaddy's house?
I was. And then we went up Gorge Road, which was really nice, all the way down to Cuddle Creek, cut across Cuddly Creek, whatever you call it. Oh, whatever. Down Fox Hill Creek Road, then Deviation Road, then New RADelaide, Green Hill Road.
So you went up Fox Hill. You went up Fox Creek Road.
I did,
yeah.
and
that's fucking steep.
That elevation was shit house. I was like, "Am I going up Corkscrew?
Yeah.
What the hell is this?"
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I got all PBs up there, so I was like, maybe fasting is good now.
And then so back then through Deviation Road, Radler.
Yeah, and then down, just followed Green Hill Road all the way home.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, that was pretty good. I have been doing like a lot of riding, done a bit of ergos, and I do feel strong, which is nice. I do have a story for you, actually.
Here we go.
So I've been doing my Hinge dating for impression management on the psychologist's orders. Mm-hmm. As I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, it's about like trying to not give too much of yourself away in terms of like how, information. Anyway, so this guy I came across. I'm not going to name names. Why are you pulling your chest hair?
Isn't that what you were doing before?
Anyway, I want to show you a photo of this guy. Okay, so this is him.
Oh, I know him.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like, oh yeah, you look reasonably fit, right? And he was talking to me and he was like, oh yeah, I want to do like an Ironman this year. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So you must actually be fit.
Next year.
So anyway, we meet along the beach and I'm looking around and I can't see anybody that resembles this person.
Did you get catfished?
You've got catfished.
I got catfished so hard, and I want to ask your opinion because this guy, I reckon he was probably 50 kilos heavier than the photo.
Was it even him in the photo?
Huh?
Was it even him in the photo?
It was him in the photo, but this person, double the size. And I was really annoyed, number one, because I felt like,
I would have said it straight out, mate.
No, but I don't know. Like, I felt bad for him as well. But I just think, I don't know. What's your opinion on that? Like, do you call it out or not?
Good personality?
Yeah.
Huh?
Good personality?
No, he was really creepy. He kept like touching me and being like, oh, like doing this and be like, oh, you're so lovely, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, get the fuck away from me.
Nah.
I don't know. His gut was sticking out. And I was like, how the fuck are you going to do Ironman? And he was like, oh, it's a work in progress. I don't know. Like, I feel like women get a lot of slack for catfishing or potentially like
I think women do it. Well, I think they do it more than men. I haven't heard of that happening too much on that side. But
yeah, I was just like, I felt bad for being pissed off because maybe he's going through something or whatnot. But I just think that's not on.
Can I ask, what was the purpose of meeting at the beach?
Just to walk. Like to walk along the Esplanade. And it's cheap. I don't want to spend money.
You led the man on.
What do you mean?
What,
along the
date?
beach? No.
From a dating app to walking on the beach.
Is that a date? We were just walking.
It's a date.
Anyway,
it's a date.
It didn't cost anything. So
you don't need to spend money to go on a date.
Anyway, and so like as soon as I kept it short, I kept it to an hour, and I was just like, just literally sent him a message straight after. I was like, oh look, just so you know, I'm not interested. Wish you the best. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm not interested either. And I was like, mate, you were all over me. So
you're like, maybe you should actually update your photo to something real.
But yeah, dating fucking sucks. I'm glad I'm not actually like wanting to date for dating. Like I'm just practicing this stupid shit that the psych is making me do.
But is that
what?
Is that fair on that other person you're meeting?
And that's another question. Is that fair?
No,
I'm
I don't
basically
think that is
shamelessly
either.
using people for my own like psychological gain. So what do you think about that?
I don't know. It's been a fucking long time since I've been anywhere near anything like that.
I would love to know people's thoughts.
We touched on the way to
We
Shepparton.
did. We held hands today.
Oh my
Oh, yeah,
God.
we did hold
You
hands today,
used me,
Riding.
you fucking asshole.
But yeah, I don't know how useful it is because it kind of like I left that date and I was feeling really shit, really like depressed.
Yeah, I don't see the point of this.
Yeah, and I was like wallowing a little bit. I was just like, fuck, there's nobody else out there. Like everyone is.
Maybe
just
this is
shit.
what the psych is actually trying to get you to sort of build a little bit of tolerance to.
What?
That you like, you don't have to be with someone.
Well, I don't want to because they're
then
all
don't
trash.
go on dating apps. Ring her up now. Where is she?
Yeah. Let's get her on. Let's get her live.
Oh God. Yeah, but I don't know how else to practice this fucking impression management. So if anyone else has an idea on how I can do that, let me know.
I like to get Play-Doh and just.
Oh God. What else? For the ladies out there, while I've been
While
writing,
you've got your hand like.
it's hurting right now. So I have been having a lot of issues. I should just go to fucking doctor. But anyway, I've been having a lot of issues with my IUD while I'm writing.
You
To the
haven't had
point
sex for that long, so take it out.
No, well, I'm not going to take it out. You know how painful this shit is? Do you know they put it in
but
without any pain management? They just open you up and shove it in your cervix or vagina, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I'm not taking it out unless I really,
Alex
really
normally
have
puts it
to.
in without any pain management too.
My management of my impressions right now is really hurt.
Anyway, if anyone has the same problem, please reach out to me because I don't think I should be bleeding every day. So
No.
Anyway.
I thought so.
I cleaned my car for 3 hours, which is
I wonder
great.
where you were going with that.
What?
I thought you were going to say you cleaned something else for 3 hours after your ride.
No, my car.
Okay. And then
And,
almost drive it through the brick wall when you rocked up today.
Did you hear how loud my music was?
No, I just was
Yeah.
waiting for you to go into the wall.
Lol. And then, here's another funny story. So I went to Queen Laquifa's place with my dad. Because
Rocco.
Yeah, because my dad's now moving around now and stuff, and he wanted to get some lobsters. So my dad and Queen Laquifa are in like they swap goods. So my dad would give him like his homemade pancetta and honey, and then Queen Laquifa would be like, "I'll give you."
Like barter.
Seems like I thought lobster might be a whole lot more expensive.
Well, all the things. Anyway, so like we get there 2 days ago, and then we put the nets in, and
Oh, you actually caught them from his dam.
Oh yeah, from his dam.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Lobster.
So, no, yabbies.
Yabbies.
Marron yabbies, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, marron yabbies.
Anyway,
Swordfish.
So we had to wait like a couple of hours until, to check the nets. And so Queen Laquifa kind of like put us to work and we were helping him like prune flowers and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, as my dad is walking, he's like the biggest fucking hard unit. He just calls Queen Laquifa over and he's like, "Oh, look at these mushrooms. You eat them?" And Queen Laquifa was like, "No, I don't want to die." And then my dad, just being absolutely like fierce unit, goes over, picks them up, right? And he looks at them. He's like, "Oh yeah, they look pretty good." And he just eats them. And I'm like, "Are you?"
He's
gonna
been
be
high
like
as a
that.
kite
Are you
for 3
okay?
days.
It's going to be like that lady
Is
in
he still in
Victoria.
the forest?
No, he was like, "These are the ones that you buy from the shop. Watch." And then he just ate it. And I was like, "Bro,
Oh, man.
what the hell?"
Rocco's tripping balls
I
right now.
know.
He is.
I know.
He's just like hiding in the corner of the room.
He was, I'll give it to him. He was so certain that they weren't poisonous. But honestly, I wouldn't pick wild mushrooms and just eat
He's still
them.
alive, so
Yeah.
they obviously weren't.
Exactly. Anyway, that's me. So, Wang, tell us. What have you been doing?
Well, just a lot of riding my bike. Not quite as interesting as your stories, by the sounds of it.
You
You're welcome.
bleeding?
No. Surprisingly, my
Face
gooch
is
is
bleeding.
made of titanium after the last couple of weeks. So, the last couple of weeks to round out the year, big couple of weeks on the bike. So, managed to get in 29 hours and 1,019k last week, which was good. So that was finished off with Krusty's last Sunday on Christmas Eve. So the annual pilgrimage down to Victor Harbour. Bit windy this year, so
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I remember there being like a ridiculous headwind because I was just going for
force winds.
right.
It wasn't so much the headwind, it was the crossies.
Yeah,
Yeah, that broke a few people.
We did see a lot of people not make it to Victor.
What, as in they got dropped?
Yeah.
So you don't wait for people?
Yeah, we waited at Victor Harbour at the survey.
Momentarily.
Yeah. We had contour set up at Victor with Cokes.
thanks
and
for that.
So you don't wait for anybody, like, let's say if they get a flat halfway through. You don't
not
wait
a flat, you wouldn't.
Why not?
Flat or mechanical en route, no.
No.
You're on your own.
You're on your own.
See, that's shit.
It's shit,
No.
but it is what it is. It's the nature of the beast.
Okay.
I mean, it really limits it to people who know where they're going.
Well, it's pretty easy to get home from Victor. There's only one road. So, anyway, so Krusty's, we went on and pushed on for the extras, as we mentioned a couple of weeks ago. So there was myself, Petite Perineum. We had Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord, if you're listening.
Alex, myself, and was that it?
I don't know.
Leo.
Leo.
We don't know. I don't know if he's got a name. And then Cider.
Joined by Cider.
Cider come and met us. So we all had a bit of a feed in Glenelg after Krusty's finished, and then we went on and done an outer harbour loop. I will say that I did pull a bit of a
fucking Swifty, you
a bit of a cheeky move.
Why? What does that mean?
When we left Glenelg, I made sure that because of the toilet, massive tailwind going out of harbour, so I made sure that I'd done my turn going all the way to Outer Harbour.
Yeah.
Got down the Outer Harbour roundabout to go on Victoria Road, swung off and let Alex and Leah go on the front into the 40k an hour headwind. So that was quite humorous.
It was literally like this, Frankie, like sideways with the wind, doing plus 300 watts for 30 k's an hour.
How deep were the wheels that you were riding? Because that would have made a difference.
No, it wasn't the issue.
Oh my
It was a straight headwind, not a crosswind.
We're all the way into the city. We went.
Yeah.
It's Port Adelaide, then Petite and Cider came around, did their turn.
No, thank you.
No.
So yeah, made our way back through Port Road, back onto Green Hill Road, headed up. We done a Norton, just for good measure. It was actually a reasonably quick one. I think it was
You guys went 16 something.
Sub 16 or minute Norton after 270k. I had Petite Perineum in my ear the whole way up Norton's. When are we stopping for a fucking beer? When are we stopping for a beer? I'm not riding 300k and not having a beer. And I was like, all right, let's stop at the Scenic Hotel. So Alex...
They do good schnitzels.
Huh?
They do good schnitzels.
Yeah, it's nice up there. So Alex was a couple of minutes behind us, and by the time he rolled up, there was 5 beers and one sparkling water on the table. The sparkling water was mine.
I can't believe you rode to Victor Harbour and then you were up in Norton Summit. Like, what?
Oh, I couldn't believe it either, but I was very welcoming that beer.
Oh, my God.
Then we set off again, I think, at the Scenic Hotel with maybe 270 k's deep. So made our way down Monty. Unfortunately, we had a casualty going down Monty.
What do you mean?
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord.
He crashed, unfortunately.
Oh, he's changed his name.
We've just changed
We've
it
just changed it for him.
Because he got another PB anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
He crashed down Monty and sort of rode himself off and his bike off. So
What?
his 300k ride was only 287k, unfortunately.
Oh, that would have...
Can I say a massive kudos to the people that were driving past who
Yes.
happened to have a bike rack on their roof and picked up Luke.
Really?
Yeah, luckily, as we were cruising back up the hill to try and find him.
Oh, my God. That's so nice.
It was, yeah.
Very nice. So because we turned around to go back up Monty because we were waiting down the bottom for about 10 minutes. Where is he? Where is he? And he was like, oh, that beer's gone straight to his head and he's fucking crashed. And he actually had.
Wow.
But not because of the beer.
It wasn't because of the beer.
And then we were going up Monty and next minute a car comes down with his bike on the roof and there's Luke in the passenger seat.
Oh, my God.
So, but he's all right, just skin off.
And he didn't even, like, stop?
He did stop with me and Cider.
No, we were all ahead of him.
Yeah.
So we didn't know he crashed because
Right.
he was behind us. So,
I did get the invoice from that driver's smorgasbord, so I'll send that to you. When
Yeah.
Do you know something I've noticed I've been doing recently? I've been waving and, like, going like this, like, putting my
Of
thumbs
course
up
you
to
have.
cars when they, like, listen to the law.
Do the right thing, give
Yeah,
space.
when they do the right thing, I
unlike
just
that
say
fuck
thanks.
Today, that red car
We
today.
did have a dickhead
Oh.
today.
Wait, what did its red car do?
Oh,
But
I
yay
swiped the whole
inches from
bunch.
us.
But,
Huh?
About yay inches from all of us.
Jesus.
Yeah, like 40 of us.
so yeah, that was Krusty's Christmas Eve. Got in a 311, 9 hours, 3,000 vert, about 500 TSS. Was a solid day. So Monday, Christmas Day, had a very raging Christmas day. I just slept in till about 10 because I was rooted from Krusty's. Got out, got on the bike. I bought up my 40,000 for the year on Christmas Day, so that worked out quite well.
That's fucked.
Then went and had dinner with Alex on Christmas night and cider. So that was very, very romantic. Tuesday, did a contour ride on Tuesday. I was a little bit wet up top of Norton, so we changed the loop and finished off down Glenelg and watched some of the Boxing Day crits. Wednesday to Friday this week, unfortunately, I was back at work, so it was just a bit of Zwift and some short rides after work. And then today, we did the contour ride, McLaren Vale Loop, which was
sick.
Good ride. There was a decent-sized bunch out there, and then me and Alex turned the nails, and we're on the front on the whole way home from McLaren Vale back to contour, a nice 60k turn, and the bunch was getting smaller by the kilometre.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry about that, guys. We got a bit carried away, but yeah, that was a good ride, and then we'll round it out again tomorrow. But just a few statistics for the year for me, for our listeners.
Yeah, we do Frankie's as well.
I know they're invested in us. Yeah, you've got to do yours, Frankie. So
we should start with Frankie, work our way up.
Frankie, can you read yours out to us, please?
All right. So for the year, where's my Strava? Oh, shit. Hang on. You go first, Wayne.
No. We're going to work our way up because Frank Wayne's is ridiculous.
Okay. All right. So what, do you want like average or do you want year to date?
Year to date.
Yeah, year to date.
Year to date. Okay. Rides, I did 156. Time, I did 131. Well, basically 132 hours. Distance, 3,500 kilometres. Elevation gain, 18,500 metres.
Nice.
So just to put in, how many
18,500 metres.
How many hours for the year?
130.
132.
Okay, so my biggest month this year was about 107 hours.
So moving up the list, because we'll jump ahead of mine. So for my year, 313 rides, 478 hours, 14,265 Ks, and 120,400 metres of vert.
10,000 of these done in one day.
10,000 one day, yeah.
And 500 of those Ks done in
one day, yeah. And you?
Well, as the listeners know, that I was gunning for that 40,000 this year, and as I just said, I did make that on Christmas Day. So year to date is 982 rides. So tomorrow I'm going to have to do 18 activities to get up to 1,000. So
for the listeners, Wang rides 3 times a day usually.
Yeah, correct.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Yep.
Why?
Before work, lunch, and then after work. It's just like a meal. You eat 3 times a day, or train 3 times a day. Total time was 1,109 hours and 19 minutes. It's probably more than I worked this year, to be honest with you. Distance, 40,582 kilometres for the year, and elevation gained 304,585 metres.
Do you reckon if you stopped, you would die from adrenaline?
I stopped for 20 years.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
I said there's one day to go, so we've got time to get up to 40,000.
Fuck no.
So we'll round it out tomorrow with probably another 100k ride, and got my 40,000. So not
kudos
sure
to you.
Do. Actually, tomorrow, if I ride tomorrow, will be 5 years straight with no day off as well. So
Alex, what have you done for the week?
I don't know what the next goal is going to be.
Maybe I should have swapped those people around as I take the listeners back down again.
Yeah.
It's obviously been a couple of weeks since the last potty. We had Christmas. We did Krusty's the day before. Like Wang said, I had a massive sleep in too. I had to commit 3 times to trying to get out of bed on Christmas Day. And I was like, he's like, we're riding? I'm like, no. And he's like, we always ride every Christmas. I'm like, no. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go out at 12:17 p.m. and just go out on my own, headphones in, not give a fuck about anyone who fucking rolls up alongside me.
Are you kidding me?
100%. Literally
you said you weren't fucking riding.
On St. Bernard's Road, about a K from his house. The first thing he would have thought was the fucking prick was outside my house waiting for me. I wasn't. It was just pure coincidence.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I'm going beach. And he's like, I'm going North. I was like, I'm not fucking going up North. Yeah. So good.
Anyway, but no, so for the year though, massive record 6 months at work, which obviously came with its own inherent stresses.
What do you mean by record? Like profit or record?
No, just stress? a bit both really. Yeah, it's big revenue / stress / lots of employees, lots of work.
Took my stepson on
took Wang's stepson on as an apprentice. We rounded that out with a couple of Christmas parties. So it was good. Sleeping,
wristbands?
Sleeping still very much optional. I've been riding in squares lately. It's been shit. But I have still been riding, been going to the gym, and I've been going to Echelon, and I've been going to plunge, and have I got a story for you?
Oh, is this
What
one?
have you been plunging?
Because I know I should have said something now that I look at it, but I was in the sauna prior to going in the hot cold pools.
You're in the sauna Yep, okay.
And there was another dude in there.
In the sauna?
In the sauna. There's enough room for 4.
Okay.
He had a drink bottle that was about fucking 3 litres.
Jesus.
And it was like the Nadal thing. He had to swish it upside down twice.
Why?
And then make so much noise when he drank it. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to fucking relax. And then he would put it down with a big...
Oh, wow.
And then he would burp.
Are you kidding me?
Right? And he's
That's not the end
down
of
at
it.
his little budgie smugglers and he'd adjust himself, like this. And then he farted twice.
Are you kidding
And
me?
I was like, you grubby fuck.
Did you tell him?
No, and I know I should have now. And I was like, one more time and I am going to kick this guy. If you're listening, you stinky
God.
motherfucker.
That is actually so gross. That's worse than me getting my
it is.
squeezes.
It's 65 degrees and this dude's
That's like
letting rip.
farting. That's like farting in the shower. It's like worse when you fart in the shower.
Yeah, because it's like, it's wet.
Oh, anyway.
Did you smell it?
Yes.
Does it smell like?
What an asshole.
I know.
No, that's
Oh, yeah,
actually
comfortable
that's
asshole.
asshole.
Next
Because
time I
that's
go
like,
there, I will tell the lady that works there. I'm like, don't put me in the sauna with him again.
because that is like a complete disregard for like other
Yes.
people.
And like he was the noisiest bloke ever. Like everything seemed hard for him, just breathing.
Was he like large?
He was fucking shredded, to be honest.
Oh, that's probably fuckboy fit.
Protein.
Have you
Protein bar.
heard of fuckboy fit?
No.
Where they like look really fit, but they actually have no cardiovascular
Just
fitness
can't do
whatsoever.
anything.
They can't do anything.
And as Wang said, we did Krusties, and today we had a roll out to Contour, to McLaren, which was sick. And then we're heading off to Ballarat next week.
Oh yeah.
How's training been going for that?
I don't know. I'd rather not comment. Let's see how next week goes.
Okay, good luck, boys.
This time next week we'll actually be climbing.
Yeah, we
Funny
should be
now.
just about finished. Yeah,
Ew.
Well, what time?
we'll be
is
having
it
a beer
there?
finally.
6:30.
Yeah. Anyways,
All right, as you're aware, the RADelaide Summit podcast and Cervelo have teamed up again for this next year's TDU, I should say, 2024, with another competition. So there is a chance for you, all you amazing people, to win a first prize being a Cervelo S5 frame. Are we?
Yeah.
Is this for reals?
Yeah.
yep.
Hells yeah.
Ooh. An additional prize up for grabs is the new one.
Yes,
This is Zelco Max frame set. So that's the current model, the one that Wang is riding.
Very much
Delicious.
so. Thank you to Pon. Thank you, Bob.
So full details of the competition will be released shortly, but this is just a bit of a teaser. And you guessed it, there are climbs involved. So there's more than one and more than two, but make sure you become friends with our favourite Norton Summit and also our cut equivalent known as the corkscrew. That's disgusting.
Disgusting.
This is a great carrot and I love it. So, guys, every listener should get on board with this. This is awesome. This is a really great thing from both ourselves and Pon. I think it's awesome.
I'm pretty excited.
Last year was
It
quite
was-
successful, so we're very
I know,
keen to
right?
see how many people
Enter.
enter. Yeah,
I think this year will be bigger and better.
Delightful.
I think so too. Epic.
Delightful, as Cassie would say. Delicious.
Delicious. All right.
And what else has Cassie got to do? Nothing else?
Okay.
Oh, so you're cutting it all together.
Oh,
Okay.
Frankie finally got it.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Frank.
15 minutes in.
I thought you said we're reading it like
Can
as
you-
it is.
Can you leave that bit in?
I will.
All right. Alrighty. So, notable mentions and news from the summit this week. Now, questions for the crew here. Frankie, we'll start with you. Here we go. What are you most proud of this year? This
So
could, this could go on a while.
No, I saw this question before we started the podcast, and I was actually kind of like dreading it because I don't know.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
okay.
It can
Not-
be as big or as small as you want.
Not dying.
Well, that's big.
That is good.
Yeah.
That is
Genuinely.
Good. Maybe if I give you kind of mine, there kind of is a couple there that it might spark something for you.
All right.
For the podcast, I reckon we stepped it up a notch and we did touch on a few really cool subjects during the year, and we met a bunch of really cool people and got lots of good feedback, and I'm super proud of that. I'm also proud of, in everything that's gone on in all of our lives, like everyone has made forward progress, and I think we should all be very proud of that.
Thanks.
Including you, Frankie.
But did you die?
No, you didn't.
We have. We've learned. We've grown. It's good.
What am I most proud of? It's going to be my 40,000K. It has to be cycling. It has to be cycling orientated. 40,000K.
Still remember what your family looks like.
They come back from Bali on Friday, so
the house is a mess.
Yeah, they disrupted my pro living there, so now I'm not having early nights and snuggles with the pussies anymore. So,
speaking of pussies, sorry to interrupt.
Where is this going?
What happened to your face?
Yeah, fucking pussy on my face. Did you see those scratches? I'll show you the photos after.
I'm so confused. Are you talking about a cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when was this? 3 nights ago, maybe?
Yeah. It looked really bad when
I was
it
just
happened.
chilling on the bed watching TV. I had Angel, which is our little black and white cat, was laying next to me, and Simba, he's the fucking stupid orange cat. Say no more. All the orange cats are fucks. Jumped up on the bed, scared the shit out of Angel, who was asleep next to me. She's bolted into the headboard and then straight onto my face and sliced my face open and my neck open.
That's disgusting.
The blood was just pissing out. And then I looked like Norman Gunston. I had 3 Band-Aids over my face. So
What the fuck?
show her the other one.
Why do you look like Mr. Burns?
Because I do look like Mr. Burns.
Yeah, it looks like Mr. Burns.
Did you show her the cut one?
Yeah, that one.
What
Look.
the fuck?
Yeah.
That just sliced it. And I just...
Did you get a tetanus shot?
No, cats are inside cats. They're clean.
Are you sure?
Well,
They
yeah,
like-
it's healed up already. KFC has healed it. Mm-hmm. Yes, so... anyone doing anything for New Year's Eve?
Crying.
Crying?
Stop it.
No, legit, I'll probably be like wallowing, playing Age of Empires, being depressed, and then crying and going to sleep
Okay.
on my own.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you, Alex?
I actually don't know. There's been a lot of, when the listeners hear this, it's probably like a New Year's Eve happening. But lots of invites to stuff. I just don't know if I'm going to make it to midnight.
A lot of people have said that.
Yeah.
Callum was pushing Alex to do a party at his house or drinks at
He
his
wouldn't
house.
even rock up. If you're listening, champ.
No, he won't be listening.
No.
Callum, as in Keystone Callum?
Yeah,
Mr. Murray.
Callum Murray.
What? That's a great name, Carlo Murray. Anyway, sorry. Aren't we doing a Keystone thing?
You're going to the Keystone thing.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just message Luke about it.
Anyway.
And then lastly, as we said earlier when we were speaking to Kashi, the start lists are out for TDU. So we've got some potty guests that are will actually be riding Tour Down Under. So namely Sornoff making his Tour Down Under debut. He'll be riding for the Aussie national team.
That's cool.
Favourite of mine, Kellogg's, he'll obviously be riding for Jayco Alua. And Green Eggs and Ham, so on his new team in Bora this year, he'll be riding Tour Down Under as well. And they are all moving very well at the moment. Green Eggs and Ham was doing some moto yesterday around Anstey's and did a solid Anstey's time. Kellogg's moving very well at the moment. So yeah, I did see Green Eggs and Ham out in his new kit today and was on the new SL8 and was looking mighty fine. So yeah, good luck to
Mighty
those.
fine.
Good luck to those boys. We'll be out there cheering you on.
Well, last episode of the year, so let's jump right into it. The main reason why we exist. Let's see who's been spinning up the summit this week and check out the times for the folks who've been giving us a show. It's definitely going to be the fast ones this year, not too many of the slower ones, but it will be no one from in between as well. We'll dive into their rides and data a little bit more robustly and we'll see who and what has caught Frankie's eyes with some potential handpicks.
So many handpicks.
A little bit different this week, seeing as the last show of the year. We're going to recap the fastest man and woman from a bunch of the minute time brackets, along with the slowest man and woman of the year.
Are we also doing the top 5 men and women?
We
as
will
well?
do the top 5 men and women as well, and I reckon that's you.
That's me. All right. So for the top 5 men for the year, we have Campagnolo, who has done an 18:38, and that was on February the 11th. And
That was an 11:38.
11:38.
Sorry, 11:38. Fuck, sorry, I'm dyslexic.
And so
Then
am I.
second is Spaghetti Slapper, who did 11:39, also on February the 11th, which was also a PB.
They
Congrats.
did that together.
Then we have Sornoff, who did an 11:49, which was also a PB, and that was September the 27th. We have the Real Chamoy, read
I'm
like
dirty
Real
on this.
McCoy.
I am dirty. I was with him that day, and Strava gave him 1 second faster.
Yeah, well, he got an 11:50. Wait, is that
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
11:50,
It was a PB.
and that was on October the 4th.
Yep.
And then we have the Bin Chicken, who did an 11:51, which was a PB, and that
And I
was
will
back in
just
January.
say that I was equal with the bin chicken this year, also on an 11:51.
Look at you.
Can we also say, isn't that like a pro rider?
Yeah, I think so.
The bin chicken?
Yes.
So we've got 4 guys in Adelaide that are faster than a pro.
And I'm equal.
And you're equal.
To a
You're not
pro.
up there, though.
Yeah,
Anyway.
out on purpose.
All right. Top 5 women for the year. We have number 1. We've got Cactus, who did a 13:58 on
This was
December 30th.
today.
53.
Which
Frankie.
was today.
13:53.
Sorry, 13:53. Fuck, I'm going crazy. So
Did she
yeah,
do
that
a
was
PB today?
Yeah, today.
That was a PB
she
today.
took a fucking whopping time off of her
so
PB.
Cactus. If you want to change your name back to
Almost
what it was
a
before.
minute.
Yeah. Then we've got Mike Wazowski, who did a 13:56 on the 14th of October, which was also a PB. Then we had the Wahooligan, who did a 14:08 on the 5th of February. Then we had the Savage Sweet Potato, who did a 14:19, which was a PB for her on the 11th of February. And then we have Pothole Hooligan, who did a 14:51, which was a PB for her on the 20th of January.
Some fast females out there.
There are.
Some fast females.
Yeah. All right. We've got the next lot are the top of their bracket. So we've gone from the 12-minute bracket all the way to the 20-minute bracket. So Alex, without further ado.
I'm pretty sure it's Wang.
So top
Wayne,
of the
sorry.
yes, you're welcome. Top of the 12-minute bracket, we have Spicy Noodle Boy coming in at a time of 12:01.
Would you be pissed? Would you be pissed?
You would be. Yep. Yeah, I'd probably jump off the side of Moriata, but luckily I've gone under sub 12. Then we no heart rate, no power for that kid. Next we have top of the 13-minute bracket was a 13:02. This was done back on the April the 22nd. 409
Whoa,
average
big
watts, 197 heart rate.
Wow.
That's cardiac arrest material.
We need a
we
defib at the top of the Norton.
Yeah, we have the Virgin Mary's Halo. And then top of the 14 group, we have on 14 minutes exactly, 1st of March, a bit off of his PB. No heart rate, no data, because I don't think he actually has any of that. Rotund Winterlord. Top of the 15-minute brackets with a 15 flat, 318 watts, 165 beats. That was back on Jan 20.
early in the
Martha
year.
Fokker. And then we have the 16-minute top of their bracket.
I don't remember this name.
I made it up just
Oh,
then.
did you?
I did.
We've got no data at all for this guy. January the 3rd. So a lot of these PBs were all, a lot of these fast times were all January last year. So when the Tour Down Under was on. We have May I Touch 'Em? And then we have with a 17-minute, well off their PB. I actually didn't think this guy rode anymore. He racked it, but he's racked it since, I reckon. Back on the Jan the 12th, Miranda Kerr. Then we have, what the hell's this one? Ilana Potset.
Jalna.
Jalna.
Potts.
Okay.
It's the yogurt. I saw it in the kitchen.
Right, okay. I've never had it. With a flat 18-minute back on January the 18th. And then a 19-minute flat for Eugene Fitzherbert.
Have you seen Tangled?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Never.
154 beats per minute back on Jan the 18th also. And then last but not least, in the 20-minute bracket with a time of 20 minutes, she's a freak.
She's a freak.
That's what I said. On January the 13th. No data for this guy.
All right. So the ladies taking us from 15 minutes to 23 minutes. Firstly, we have Tweedledee with a 15:01, which was their PB back on Jan 20, 2023. Aggressively Undercooked did a 16:05. Her PB is 16:03, almost 231 watts, 190 BPM. Well, that's high. Weedmaster rolling in a 17:05. That was a PB for them back in Jan 20 as well. So back in the tour days, as we said before, 239 watts, only 106 beats per minute. Seems off. Fourth place, Ultegra Offender with an 18:05, 246 watts, 179 beats per minute. Gooch of Glory, 19 flat, but their PB is 17:26, 247 watts, 153 beats a minute. Dr. Dingleberry, 20:01, 168 beats per minute there. Marita Carey, 21:01. She was just off of her PB too, 157 beats a minute. Sergeant Unicorn, 22:00. Again, only a couple of seconds off their PB, 192 watts at 166 beats per minute. And lastly, which she's normally a much higher up the list, Kombucha did a 23:01 back in January 22, January 22nd. We know she can go much faster, 180 watts, 133 beats per minute. Now, Frankie,
yes,
tell us who the slowest on Strava for
slowest.
Norton this year.
So the slowest man was Flapperberry Fudge Whistle, who's done a 57-minute and 18-second Norton. He's got a PB of 26:31, so I think he must have been just chilling on the side of the road for something.
Taking photos of birds and stuff.
It was like Deck the Balls the other week.
Balls,
yeah. And then for the slowest female was Sparkles, who did an hour and 18. This person has a 24-minute PB, so probably along similar lines of just looking at birds.
Just cruising.
But yeah, good work.
So in perspective,
friends.
those slow times are number 6,722 on the Strava list.
Yes,
We're going up Norton
it
this
is.
year.
Correct.
Amazing.
All right.
So now Frankie Cashew is going to do the week ahead for cycling in SA, and this will probably take about 3 years. There's that much going on.
Do you know what's going to happen? I'm going to actually genuinely look at it and wait for him to talk.
I know. We know this.
I know.
I'm going to have to delete it out of the run sheet for you.
God.
Anyway, catch you whenever you're ready.
This week ahead, I should say, for cycling in SA, not the whole of Australia, we've got TDU coming up, which is amazing. So the women's starts from the 12th of January until the 14th of January, and the men's is running from the 16th to the 21st. That is, I reckon it's going to go. I think the women's is going to be awesome this year.
All the start lists did get released today for people, for both the men's and women's.
Hell yes. Also, as part of that, we have our traditional crits as well. So the Norwood crits, Tuesday, the 9th of January, Vic Park crits. And then also NCC hosting a gaggle of events.
There's so much going on. Too much to list.
Holy shit. So, guys, jump on Entry Boss. It's really easy to navigate, entryboss.cc.
Is that sarcasm?
No, I guess.
No, not at all. It's actually really easy. I'm just pointing fingers, that's all. So with the NCC part of the TDU events, we've got the 14th, the 15th, 16th and 17th during the TDU. So if you're interstate, jump on even the Norwood Instagram as well and see what, because there'd be a couple of crits and maybe a cheeky Kermesse in there, I reckon, maybe.
Lots of stuff, yeah.
Possibly. Yeah, lots of stuff. Next up, we've got part of, within that little cohort of events, the Adelaide Mountain Bike Club are running an XCC at Eagle Mountain Bike Park on the Friday, the 7th, Jesus Christ, the 12th of January. Also PACC on Monday, the 15th of Jan. They've got a pink carrot roller frenzy.
So the roller derby at the Tour Village.
Oh, yeah,
that'll be good.
Okay, that's always a vibe. Yeah, love it. Now, they don't have to bring a bike or pedals. What do they have
Everyone
to bring?
has to bring their own bike.
Love it.
You will ride. The only suggestion, as noted on Entry Boss, is that it should have smooth tyres. It's basically you're riding 500 metres as fast as you can.
Awesome.
Jesus, okay.
That's a good vibe. And I think that's probably coupled with a couple of hop-based recovery drinks as well, I would say.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, on Thursday, the 18th of January, we're at our Down Under criterium, individual and team entries. The course is TBC, which it'll just be within the city. It's always a good vibe there.
No, that one's
That'll
a big
be pretty
car.
hotly contested. Yeah, that's going to be pretty spicy. Is any of you guys racing that one?
Yeah, you were supposed to be as well.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't think I would be allowed to.
No, it's elite only.
Yeah.
10 grand prize money up for that in total for that night.
As my father would say, holy snap and duck swaddle. That's a shitload of money. We've got, and on Friday night, the 19th of January, we've got the Adelaide Track League TDU. So that's at the Superdrome there.
Yep.
That will be both endurance and sprint events there. So come along and watch some bloody fast track guys. That'd be awesome. Holy shit, you've got a lot here.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through.
I didn't even write it all in.
Adelaide Masters Cookie Club on Sunday, the 7th of January, the 14th of the 28th. They're running our Black Chrome Criterium series. So that's rounds 1, 2, and 3 at Vic Park. South Coast Cycling are also hosting a shitload of events during
just
January.
to interrupt, they're almost running something almost every day throughout January.
So what?
Yeah, they've just gone nuts this January.
Holy Jesus. So from the 1st of Jan with the Any Woman, Any Bike, again, that's awesome, all the way through to the 31st of Jan, Wednesday night training at Edwardstown. So again, Frankie, maybe you should go along. Just,
Where do we
I think
find the
it'd be
info,
really
Frankie?
On Edwardstown.
On Edwardstown. Last but not least, we've got Adelaide Hills Cycling Club on Sunday, the 28th of January, Stamps Road. Actually, that's a great road race at Macclesfield. So, yeah, that's probably not all of it either, like you said, Alex. So jump on the Entry Boss. Yeah, I think for me it's a bit of option paralysis, to be fair. Like you if you were in Adelaide or you're coming over for TDU, you could pretty much race every day that you're here, to be fair.
Jesus.
And there'll be a bunch of group rides as well. Contour, I'm sure, will be running group rides every day during Down Under. There'll be
all the big
brands,
so there'll be
Specialized,
I
Map,
think,
Rafa.
Yeah.
Just keep
Did I see cheeky plug? Did I see Contour stocking Attacker now?
Yep, they've switched to Attacker. Yep.
Also something that I
it.
didn't see on Entry Boss, but we do have the car park climb, I think, happening this TDU.
Yes, you can also race up Wollonga as well.
Time
trial up Wollonga as well during
all
the
happening.
TDU.
Holy dooly.
It's amazing. Thank you, Kashi.
That's okay.
It's so good to hear from you, my friend.
That is not a problem.
We shall speak with you soon.
Bye.
Right.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye, 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 bye.
Oh, love you. Bye.
So, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and all creatures in between, if you've enjoyed yourself, why don't you give us a follow through to your favourite podcast app or access all our episodes through YouTube as well. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to tell all your friends and share it with everyone.
Now, we're all over the socials. We'll give you updates, info, and let you know when new podcasts are out, along with other podcast news and information. And if you want to support the podcast, head to our Buy Me a Coffee page, and if you donate, we'll give you a shout out on the podcast next week. Did we have any donations this week?
No, we didn't have any. No.
Come on.
Look, we'd love your feedback and to know your thoughts, and if you've got some tips and tricks for Frankie's.
Just the tip.
New Year's Eve tips and tricks. So hit us up. Let's have a chat through our Facebook or Instagram page, or shoot us something through to our email, radelaide@gmail.com. And with that, I want to thank you, the listeners, and of course our Summiteers here for all the love and support during 2023. We hope you've all had an amazing and safe year and celebrate safely tomorrow evening. We look forward to seeing you on the summit next year.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.